Hi guys, it's me, TONIK TZW, and I'm here in division with one of the members of my fleet, a wonderful German guy called Torsten, who goes under the gamer tag of TOLLERTAG021, and together we are going to be the tag team terrors in this game, and we are going to rip red team a new one, but geez, the majority of blue team did not deserve this win, and it did cost us both our ships. So there's a little bit of a spoiler alert. We're here on Greece. It is domination mode, and we are going to see what we can do to pull a win from this one. Spawning across here on ACAP. I'm just going to get a little bit more comfortable in front of the TV because it puts the video in a small image on the corner, so it's sometimes a little bit difficult to see. But we've got 2 destroyers, we've got 3 cruisers, and then we've got 4 battleships, so not quite an even spread across the classes of ships. But looking at the map, we spawn center, and ACAP is where we're going to go. There is another destroyer out there, so we think we load ACAP, we can take that one. The guys across on sea can hopefully defend that. I say hopefully. You'll see as the game develops that my hopes were dashed against all of the rocks that people chose to hide behind. Yes, it's going to be one of those games. Torsten and I got very, very frustrated at how this match played out, and it didn't matter how much we were doing to try and bring a win to the team. Blue team just seemed determined to completely throw this game. There's a California out there, there's an Omaha. He looks like he's AFK, doesn't he? Because he's not moving, but I think he does start moving in a second, and I'm thinking I'm going to sneak into this cap. We're going to run our sonar, we're going to detect whatever destroyer is on it, because there's obviously a destroyer on it, and I'm thinking I've got the backup of the Acasta to the left, but how wrong could I be? Yes, I don't want to bitch all the way through this video, but there are some people in this game who need a rocket up their backside. And here we go. We've got the Janway spotted, and I'm thinking, can I get shots through the dragon's teeth here? Or the crocodile's teeth, but we can't. We do get spotted. There he is. We can't actually get really any shots through there. Most of them get taken out by the teeth, but there is the Fubuki, and really with that Fubuki being in the middle of the cap like that, he should be the focus of fire for everyone. And I'm thinking with me and the Acasta there, we should be able to smash this guy to absolute pieces. He can't see me because he's in a smoke screen, and I'm having to slow down, put myself at risk here because we need to get rid of this guy, and there's just no fire going in on him. I'm like, what on earth is going on here? Why are people there? We go, and now we've got some shots. That was Torsten who pulled that salvo off, and I got lucky with the killing blow. But look at this Acasta. He's done nothing but sail around that little rock. He's not even coming into the cap to help. I get spotted again. It's the Janway in reverse, and again, looking here at his smoke screens, you can see that the smoke was going towards the front of the ship, so he's in reverse. So straight away I aimed my sight to the back of his ship, and then he started going forwards to get back in his smoke screen. He needs to spot things, and I'm looking around and I'm calling for help, and that caster, honestly, he has his head so far up his rectum that he can't see a damn thing. And it's going to get even worse because we have a Fuso. He is the guy that is out there on the far edge of the map. He's going to finish 3rd in this game, and how he manages that, I don't know, because I did actually message him afterwards, and I said, mate, you were absolutely useless for the majority of that game. However, he does do something that is actually valuable, and it takes a lot to get me riled. I know there are some people who will agree, But when you've got a team that is literally falling to pieces, here we go, we've got the Chun King, we've got the Durflinger, we know we've got a destroyer out there. Who is this blind fire in the smoke? There's nothing spotted there. That salvo would have been better put at the Chun King. Oh look, I think it was our Fuso. Yes, well, that was useless. You're just wasting shells. So there's the Janvey again. We're going to try and drop detection. And I'm looking, and look, this Acasta is in the game. He is playing. You can see him moving around. He's been beside this rock the entire time. He is doing nothing to help us. In fact, if I had to say anything, he's probably got a friend on the other team, and he's doing what he can to throw the game. Now, as you saw at the start, I'm running Blue Ferrora on this ship, and I'm running Mosquito Brutes, which gives me a faster torpedo reload, but a 40% reduction in torpedo damage. And there is our Acasta. He appears to have had enough of the game already. He simply parked his ship up, and he's probably being told by his mummy that he has to go outside and play and not spend all day inside playing video games. But that California is pushing round. I don't want to get detected by him. He's now fired. He's taken some torps. I split the spread there because I didn't know if he's going to carry on sailing through or turn sharp into the capture point. So we've already got a reload available, and we're going to put those out there again because he's fixed his floods, and that means any flood, any fire on him now is going to tick him out with flood damage. And now, knowing that I can't rely on the Acasta, you look at where that Fuso is, he's pushing round the outside of the map and through to the north. It seems to me that literally that guy doesn't want to be anywhere where there are shells flying around. And even though that California is absolutely broadside, he can't hit it. And Torsten and I were literally shaking our heads. The other flank has collapsed. So there's myself, Torsten, an AFK destroyer, and a Fuso who's just no use to man nor beast. 5 ships left in the game. I've got 2 kills. There is the Janvey. He's coming in to the cap again. I'm going to have to go guns on. I need to get rid of this guy. I am spotted because I've fired my guns and there are ships behind me. It is the Durflinger there. There's also the Omaha who's coming into the game. But we're going to drop detection. I feel like I'm literally throwing my ship away at this point. It doesn't appear to be there is anything that I can do or that Torsten can do to try and bring a victory to this team. We're 250 points down, but Torsten gets a dev strike on the Omaha. That makes life a little bit easier, and I am going to add to the tally here because this Janvey is about to go back to port as well. So there we go. He is gone. We're going to turn into that, and we're going to try and take this cap. We're way behind in points, and really the only thing we've got going for us is the fact that Torsten and I are absolutely knocking ships off the map. This the Galicianaire is at range for me, and my shells are not very effective at this kind of range. I haven't got smoke available. I'm below half health, and all I can do is try and put some fire on. The Janvey has kindly left his smoke screen here for me, and I'm going to try and plop some shots onto this Le Galicianaire. And Torsten is doing his best to kite and stay alive, but he's got the Le Galicianaire, he's got the London in a smoke screen out there as well, and I'm like, this guy's going to go out of range. I'm not going to be able to get any more shells onto him, but we've almost got the cap, and then I can push round. The AFK Acasta goes out to the La Galicianaire, but I get lucky and drop another couple of shells on him to take kill number 4. Torsten is almost in the back corner of the map. There is very little he can do. we're pulling it back, but we're still 200 points down. And I'm telling Torsten, look, there is a battleship here, and I am going to get detected the second I go around this corner. I just hope he hasn't got high explosive loaded. There he is. He's spotted. He started moving. I need to turn out as Torsten goes down to the London. It is me and the Fuso, and as you can see, that Fuso has moved about 3 grid squares in the last 10 minutes from when he got to the edge of the map. That Derflinger and the London should be easy targets for him, but watching his salvos of the game so far, he hasn't been able to hit a damn thing with any consistency whatsoever. There is the Derflinger. Now, one of the things that we all know battleships like to do is get snipey on their kills, and here we go. He is no exception to the rule. Tries to take the low health Derflinger, but the Derflinger goes down to my floods for Kraken Unleashed number 145. But we're going to lose the game still. We are 250 points behind, and I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, even if I go and take both these capture points, I have to sit on each of them for a minute. All that London is going to do is run for the back of the map and take the win on points. And I'm asking this guy to turn around, to come through, to support me, and to actually do something that's useful. Because he has been nothing but useless. I don't have any smokes available. I load HP and I'm thinking, I know what the London is like. He has a relatively long reload for a cruiser, but it is quite a heavy cruiser and it hits rather hard. He's sailing broadside to that Fuso at the moment, and I'm thinking this guy is going to disappear. He's going to take a full salvo, and that is the end of that. But our Fuso still sailing away, and he's actually going to start calling me for help. And I do look across to him and see that he is pretty much full health. And I'm thinking, what does he need help for? Here we go, look. 1 turret, 2 turrets, barely anything on there. I'm thinking, is this London going to keep sailing straight through? But I think he then has a moment of realization that they are still pretty much 300 points ahead of us, and with 3 minutes left on the game, the Fuso isn't going to catch him. He knows where I was last spotted, and so he is going to park up behind that rock in a smoke screen, and he is going to take the win for red team on points. Well, you know me and my sheer bloody mindedness. I play for the win before I play for anything else. And even though I have about as much trust in this Fuso as a wet spaghetti bungee cord, I'm going to push this London. I am sure that it is going to cost me my ship. But the London is in the smokescreen. The Fuso is blind firing the smokescreen. There is absolutely no point because you can't see a thing. Here we go. I have got this guy spotted because he has fired from his smokescreen and he was within his smoke penalty range, and I am going to try and get some torpedoes on this guy, thinking he's going to go around to the right, but no, he turns to the left, and here is where I make a bit of a mistake because I forget that the London is quite a heavily armoured cruiser for its class, and you'll see that I'm barely doing any damage, and it takes me far too long to switch to armour piercing. To high explosive, but all I'm doing is kiting away and keeping this guy spotted, praying that this Fuso is actually going to be able to pull the trigger. As I pick up a high caliber, we get a fire on him, but we disappear from the game. But thankfully, the Fuso, who was so ineffective for the majority of that game, pulls a kill, and that's the only thing he had to say about that. I won the game by killing him. You'll notice from that screenshot that I've actually put a block on that guy because I just need to know when he's in a game with me so that I don't trust him. So I apologise to those people who don't like me doing that. The Acasta is there, he's AFK, he's a member of a fleet, and I'll have a word with his fleet captain about that. But it was a difficult one. 7 kills for 2 ships in division, and I don't know how we managed to pull that one to victory without that salvo from the Fuso, because it was absolutely shambolic performance by the majority of our blue team. Smash like, wipe away my tears for me, and take care of yourselves. Until next time, goodbye.